Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl Renee back with another video. I know you guys miss me. Not really. I really haven't gone nowhere. Like I've still been posting, but y'all, for me, it's been a really long time because I haven't recorded a video in so long, like months. All of the videos that I've been posting have been pre-recorded videos that I just like take forever to edit. So haven't had to film because I've been editing. But here we are. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. I'm filming this on Thanksgiving. Y'all probably won't even see this. Ooh, Christmas. That's kind of pushing it. Y'all will be lucky if you see this by Christmas. Like,
girl, we're in fucking April.
We can only hope, y'all. We can only hope. Anywho, oh, let me not cover the mic. Hi. Yes, she's here. We have a new addition to the team. I'm so excited, y'all. Like, I was so excited. You already know. Because today we have a new addition. Not only do we have a new addition, but we have a story time planned for y'all today. I am so excited about getting into this story time. This is just like the first story time of many story times to come. And I don't want to brag or nothing because it's no, I'm just playing. It's nothing to brag about. I just have a really crazy life. And so I have plenty of story times that I definitely plan on getting into. But the first story time, just I wanted to be like a little low key story time, like a little something, just to give you a little taste. Not too much, not too much to start with. But yeah, so I'm so excited to finally get into the story times because I just know after this story time, it just gets crazier from here. So this is just something slight for you guys to start off like my little story time saga collection playlist, like etc. Like so. Yes, this story time that we're getting into today, I'm pretty sure you already know because you clicked on this video because you were interested in hearing about this shit. And obviously, it's in the title, it's in the thumbnail. I got pulled over. Okay, and this story is specifically the first time I got pulled over, the very first time I ever got pulled over. And I've been pulled over like a few times. I've never been arrested. Thank God, because I'm a good girl, okay? I'm very good. Like I don't do nothing. I don't get into nothing. I stay at home. I stay in the comfort of my own home. I mind my business. Okay. Stay to myself. But yeah, so but this particular time that I got pulled over, I was driving my mom's car actually. So let's just get right into the story. I was driving my mom's car. I think at the time that I tried so hard to think of like the timeline of when this story took place, and I really just I could not remember for the life of me. I really couldn't. Like I remember where I was living because I drove from my house to the dollar store. Okay, I was on my way to the dollar store. Okay. Okay. So I remember where I was living, but I don't remember how old I was. And I think I was like living with my mom at this time, like, because I did not start my driving journey like at like 15, 16, like everybody else. I was terrified of driving, been terrified of driving, still am kind of terrified of driving. I have really bad driving anxiety. So, yeah, and I just have really bad regular anxiety also. And like ADD and like so many other issues. Like that's kind of why this video is going to be all over the place. So if you're like looking for a story time where it's like start to finish, precise timelines, yeah, that's not going to be this video. Maybe future story times because I'm hoping to get better at this. But this is the first story time that I'm ever doing. So this is going to be a little bit all over the place because I'm trying to get the story together while I'm filming this story time. Okay. But anywho, so yeah, a little bit all over the place. But all of that to say, um, I don't really remember the specific timeline, but I do remember that I was living with my mom. I believe I was probably 18 at the time. That's like around the time that I started like being like, okay, I guess I'll drive here and there. You can teach me or whatever, you know. I just like really was scared. I was terrified of driving. But at this point, like I had already had like my first little driving lessons, you know, like here and there. So because of that, my mom thought that like, you know, like my girl can handle it. Let me ask her for a little favor. Let me ask her for a little favor. Which pause. This is also why this is exactly the reason why part of the reason cuz driving anxiety. But the other part of the reason was because I knew everybody like everybody around me my age, like 15, 16, 17, all of them, they all wanted to drive. They all wanted cars. They all wanted this responsibility and they wanted this freedom. Okay, they wanted the freedom. Okay, that's what they saw when they saw driver's license. Now, what I saw, let me tell you what I saw, because you see, what I saw was me having to do everything, like go everywhere, drive everyone. Okay, I have a big family on both sides, Loki, on my mom and my dad's side. I have a lot of siblings. A lot of siblings. I think I brought it up before. I have like a lot of siblings. Okay, and I know, me being the oldest of both of my biological parents' children, that if I started to drive, they were going to ask me to do everything for them. Oh, can you take your brothers here? Can you take your sister here? Can you pick her up from practice? Can you go to the store? Can you pick up this? Can you do that? So I prolonged that. I prolonged that shit as long as I could because I was not trying to do that. I knew what came with it. Everybody else was seeing freedom and I was seeing the exact opposite. The exact opposite. So, which play the story, resume, like, is exactly what happened. She was like, oh, well, she's had a few lessons, you know, she's gotten a little bit more comfortable. Let me ask her for a favor. The favor in question: can you go to the dollar store, Family Dollar up the street? Can you go drive and get me some milk? She was in the middle of cooking a meal, you know, and it required milk. And she didn't have enough milk, so she needed more milk. So she asked me to go and get the milk. Take a shot every time I say milk. No, I'm just playing. But okay. So she asked me to go get the beverage. Okay? Okay. So I hop in the car. You know, I take the keys. I'm like, okay, no problem, Mom. Right? Cool. I'm like, this store is like 3 minutes away. I looked it up. Yeah, I looked it up. 3 minutes away. 3 minutes away. I couldn't make it 3 minutes. I couldn't make it 6 minutes. 3 minutes there, 3 minutes back. That's all you had to do. It wasn't that hard. Half of it, you weren't even supposed to be in the car. Couldn't even make it that, y'all. Couldn't even make it 6 minutes. And let me tell you why. Problem number one. Mistake number one. At the time, I think my mom had like a little Camry, right? Oh, and it was like a little older Camry, you know. It was pushing along. And I forgot that my mom's car didn't have automatic lights. And it's like 6, 7 p.m. 6, 7. No, stop.
Okay.
It's like 6 or 7 p.m. though.
Okay.
And you know it's starting to get dark. Like it's not dark. It's in no way dark. But the sun is starting to set. You know, it's starting to look a little pinkish orangish in the sky. Jesus. It's starting to look a little pinkish orangish in the sky. You know, kind of like my hair a little bit. It's looking a little, you know, okay. So step number 1, or sorry, not step. Thoughts? Jesus. Okay. Issue number 1 was that I forgot to fucking turn the lights on. The headlights on. So no headlights. Okay, cool. Mistake number 1. Swiftly moving on to mistake number 2. So, just before we get into mistake number 2, a little diagram, right? So at this point, I showed you the little GPS. Yeah, like I literally had to take a left, a right, and then a left, and that's it. Like, that's it. You're there. You're there. Why couldn't I do that? 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Can't stress it enough. Cannot stress it enough. Okay? So, I drive out the driveway. I make it out of the neighborhood, right? And I come to this point where you kind of have to turn left, and it's 5 lanes of traffic. Well, not 5. I guess technically 4 lanes, but it's 5 lanes because there's a turning lane in the middle. So 2 lanes going this way, 2 lanes going that way, turning lane in the middle. Get the picture. Cool. So I'm coming here. I have to turn out into the turning lane. So I turn out into the turning lane, right? Wrong. I wasn't in the turning lane. I thought I was in the turning lane. I wasn't in the turning lane. Mistake number 2. Here we are. So, because I'm a visual learner, I'll probably put a little diagram on the screen for y'all, but y'all, I turned into what I thought was the turning lane. And then I drove a little bit further, put my blinker on to turn left into like the Family Dollar parking lot. Lane 1, lane 2, going this way. Turning lane, where I was supposed to be. Where I actually am is the 2nd lane. So I'm trying to turn into the parking lot. And then I see this other person driving up what I thought was the turning lane. And I'm like, this fucking idiot. Why the fuck is he pulling up and he see me trying to turn into the Family Dollar? And then he's like not trying to stop either. So like, I'm like, hello, are you going to stop? Thank God I did not honk at him. Thank God I did not honk at him. Because as I'm sitting here thinking to myself, why is this man driving his car towards me and I am clearly in the turning lane trying to turn? Boop, boop. It's a fucking cop. It's a fucking cop, y'all! Oh my God! The fear that came over me in that... The fear that came over me in that moment? The fear that came over me in that moment? Y'all, I was cooked, y'all. Like, in that moment, I knew I had fucked up. Like, bad. Okay? Because I'm like, what the fuck? First of all, this nigga almost hit me. And then, as soon as he realizes he almost hit me, he fucking turns on his lights. Whoop, whoop. And I'm like, fuck. So then, like, I proceed to try to, turn into the Family Dollar, obviously, because now I'm getting pulled over. So as soon as he turns his lights on, the other lane stops and I turn in and he turns in and I park and he parks. And I was like, oh, okay. What did my parents taught me? Like, I'm like, let me put my hand on like the steering wheel. Like, did I even have my ID on me? I don't think that I did. I think he had to like write down my like name, date of birth, all of that, and then like he pulled me up in the system and stuff. And I know for a fact, I think I was 18. I know for a fact I was under 21 because I remember I still had like my little rectangle ID that's like up and down. And so I didn't have my 21 ID yet. So like I know I was at least like under 21, but I'm pretty sure I was 18. And so I like told him all my information. Oh wait, hold on, we're not even there yet. Slow the fuck down. Sorry, y'all, I keep coughing. Anywho, so let me know if y'all got that reference from the last videos. Anywho, I think that was from the Emma Vassal video. If you haven't seen it, why not? Go check it out. It's funny. Anywho, okay, so enough with the shameless plugging. Okay, pause. My bad, y'all. Y'all been hearing all that scratching in y'all ear. My bad. Next time I'll know. Down hairstyles, no mic. They suffer. And up hairstyles, we wear the mic and we get good quality. Okay, I'm learning. Give me a minute. It's my first time using it. Okay. Should have thought this through. But anywho, so yeah. So I'm like, what did my parents teach me? Remember, like, put your steering wheel or Lord. Anywho, so I was like, let me put my hands on the steering wheel, like where they can see them whenever they walk up. And I was like thinking, like, do I have my ID on me? I was like, fuck, no, I don't. And then I was like, driver's license, registration, insurance. I'm like, I don't know if they have any of that, right? So I'm like, I don't know. And I think I did look in the glove box whenever he asked me because I think I did know where the insurance was. So yeah. But at this time, I'm just like waiting. And then he comes around, like I had already rolled down my window, or maybe I already had it rolled down. I can't remember, but either way, it was rolled down. And so I'm like, hi, yes, like, sorry. And he was like, you weren't in the turning lane. And I was like, oh, I wasn't, like, I'm so sorry, like, I didn't realize that I wasn't in the turning lane, like, I thought I had turned into the turning lane.
That's enough. Tell me a Christmas story. Was the night.
And he was like, you also didn't have your lights on. So, like, I didn't even see you at first. I almost hit you because I didn't even see you there. And he was like, that's like really dangerous. And like, he was just like, walking me through it. He was like a really cool cop. Like, he was chill. Like, thank God, because I was like so terrified because, again, like, I just had never been pulled over before. And like, I'm like a little mixed girl. Like, I don't know what your intentions are, sir. Like, I don't know. Not saying all cops, but I'm just saying I'm gonna be wary. Okay. Because I know what I know. So, knowing what I know, I was just like freaking out, like, like kind of rambling. Like, I don't remember like the exact words that were said. This is all paraphrasing, but yeah, he was like, talking to me like, like, gotta be careful, and getting my information. Then he got my information, so I had like given him the insurance, and he asked for my ID. I didn't have my ID, and then he was like, like, driver's license, and I was like, I do remember this part. I was like, No, I don't have like a driver's license. I'm actually working on getting it right now. Like, I'm learning how to drive, which, like, my mom had just sent me to the store to get milk because I'm like learning how to drive. So she just thought like it was right up the street. I told him, I was like, I live right up the street. Like, um, I live right up the street. Like, I was just coming to the store to get some milk, and I thought that I was in the turning lane, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, like, just very apologetic. And he was like, okay, well, I'm gonna like look up your information, and I'll be right back. So then he got in his car and was like looking at my stuff, and like I was just sitting there stressing out for like what felt like forever, until he came back. And then I think that if I'm remembering correctly, I think that I did have my phone with me. So I think I did like I did have service. So like I think I did text my mom and was like, I got pulled over. And so yeah. And we only had one car, mind you. So like I got pulled over in the car that she had. So it's like, but of course she was gonna need to come and get me because I don't have a license. So I like, worked that out with her, and she was like, okay, like I'll have to call an Uber. And so she called an Uber up there. And yeah, she had to talk to the cop. He had came back and told me like, like your mom's gonna have to come and get you, like. And so I told him, I was like, yeah, like I let her know. And yeah, it was really bad. It was really bad, y'all. And then so like my mom came and in the Uber finally, and or it was like a Lyft or something, like. And so she had like came and she was talking to the cop, and he was like explaining the situation to her and stuff, and she was like, I'm so sorry, like she's still learning how to drive, and yada yada yada. And I think he just let me off with a warning. I didn't get a ticket. He just let me off with a warning for it, because like he understood that like I was just trying to learn how to drive. But like, girl, you fucking dumbass. Like, and you were calling this man an idiot in your fucking car? Shut the fuck up. Fucking stupid. Like, fucking stupid. Like, bro. Just dumb. Like, like just a mess. Anywho, yeah, so then we like I like got in the car like after the cop left and stuff. Like I got in the car, and then my mom went in to go and get the milk. All of this over some milk. Like I can't even make this shit up. Can't make this shit up. So yeah. So yeah. She went to go and get the milk, and I stayed out in the car. And then she came out to the car, and she was like talking to me about it. I can't even remember what she said, but I was just like explaining to her. I was like, I thought I was in the freaking turning lane. Like, I don't know how I did that. Like, just ashamed. Like, and then we went back home, and then my family all talked about it like forever, and then the end, I guess. Yeah. So that was really it. It wasn't like that crazy, but also like, what do you mean you didn't have your freaking headlights on? And what do you mean you freaking didn't turn into the fucking turning lane? You turned into the lane with oncoming traffic coming towards you. And what do you mean when you realized that there was oncoming traffic, you freaking realize it's a freaking cop who is now pulling you over? And what do you mean this is your first time fucking getting pulled over, and this is the fucking way that it went down? 3 minutes. Didn't even last 3 minutes. Didn't even last 3 minutes. I lasted 2 minutes because I didn't even get into the parking lot.
Shame. Shame.
Shame.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
But yeah, so that was
Shame.
story time.
Shame. Shame.
I know it wasn't much, but it was
Shame.
really just insane to me. Like,
Shame.
and low-key, I forgot about that. Like, I forgot all about that for a minute. But then, like, I had recently been in the car with somebody when they were getting pulled over. And then that, like, triggered, like, the first, like, I was like, oh my gosh, I remember the first time I got pulled over. Idiot. Just dumb. So, yeah, so, yeah, I just, like, it's just, like, I can't even stop laughing because it's just like, girl, come on. Like, girl, do better, please. So, yeah. But, it's just crazy to look back on now. Like, it really is. But I have gotten a lot better with my driving anxiety. So, yes, we love that. And now I have, like, a whole car, like my own car. Like, since that, like, I had, like, you know, obviously driven. I had, like, a truck that I had first, and then, like, I finally bought, like, my own car. I bought, like, actually, that wasn't technically my first car. I probably just showed you, but, like, that probably, like, that technically wasn't my first car. My first car. Oh, that's a story. Oh, that's a story. My actual first car, that's a story. We'll probably slip that in. I have, like, a lot of, like, stories, but also, like, they're kind of like mini story times. So, like, let me know what y'all would like better. Would you want me to just do, like, mini story times, like, and just have, like, a 10-15 minute video? Or would y'all rather me do, like, a group of mini story times, like, in one video, just random bunch of stories in one video? Let me know. Let me know in the comments, because I'm very curious about that, because I don't know how I'm gonna really do that, because, like, I just have, like, so many just crazy, like, things that have happened to me, but it's, like, also, like, it could be a 2-sentence story, like, you know, like this one. But we have to start somewhere, right? Okay. So I'm glad that we did very many more story times to come. So stay tuned, because they will be here in the future. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys stayed to the end. If you're still here, hi, subscribe, like the video, comment on the video, share the video. Thank you. And yeah, that's the end of the video. Very unstructured video this time around. But y'all gonna have to deal with that. That's just what you're getting today. I mean, it is Thanksgiving. It's a holiday. You get what you get. Okay, you get what you get, and that's it. Okay. All right, y'all. Oh, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Again, like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you, and we're out. Bye.